So let's turn our attention, we can still talk about this, of course, but I got to turn my attention to the main portion of this stream, which is, of course, the Racing in F1 2020 game. I need to get these 2 races in before the main race tonight for iRacing. So we can still talk about the real-life racing, but I got to go over this as well. What's going on, Sarantia? Who's out after this season? Stoffel? I don't know how long his contract is. So we are coming into the Italian Grand Prix at Monza as well as Singapore, which means that we are only just 4 races away from deadline day, or I should say D-Day, when it comes to will my car have regulations going over into next season. Crossing my fingers that there aren't, but I do have a proper good amount of R&D points saved up. Should have somewhere in the range of like 11,000, 12,000 by the time we actually get there. But as you can see here, we are currently on 55 points through the season. Last season, I had just 57. If you take a look at where I finished last season, yeah, I only had 57 total points last season. So already, with 8 races left to go, I am 2 points away from matching my career high. And actually, I should have a great chance these next 2 races to get points, to go ahead of my career high and get a brand new career high for Season 3. Just hope that the car lasts and all that. So just cross the fingers and whatnot. What's going on, Shameless? How you doing, bud? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing well. Nothing new on the facility front. Nothing new on the R&D front. We are still the 8th best car on the grid. As far as the other teams, you can't really say is there anything new with the other teams because there are no driver movements in this experiment. George Russell, though, he has actually dropped his rating down. He was 92 for like a race, but now he's back down to 91. I don't know why that is. Maybe a little regression on the stat front, but still one of the better drivers in this game at this point in time, and he's driving in a Williams. Maybe he does deserve that Mercedes job if he looks like this in the game. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Shameless. See, yeah, that's the thing, Tykesman. Hamilton does not have a contract past this season, but it's pretty much assured, like 99.999% assured, he's gonna sign a contract after this season, whether it's a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal. He's waiting until the end of the season. The story was that he wanted to wait until the driver's title was wrapped up, and maybe at this point in time he's just waiting out until the season is up because he did not want to deal with contract negotiations or contract dealings mid-season. That's what it was. Yeah, but Shameless, you gotta say that Stoffel Van Dorn is kind of punching air right now because he rightfully should have had that seat, being the reserve driver. But yes, I understand that George Russell is in the driver's academy for Mercedes, so they could have called him up. But then what's the point of having reserve drivers if you're not going to use Stoffel Van Dorn, Esteban Gutierrez, or Sarantia knows the first name, but Wehrlein, one of those 3 reserve drivers? Why aren't you using them? Instead, you're calling up George Russell from a whole other fucking team, loaning him in for like a race or 2. Anyway, qualifying, it looks like it's going to be cloudy. Thankfully, there's no rain for qualifying, but it is going to be super sunny during the race. So, once again, the strategy is going to be soft to medium. It's just basically going to be what lap am I going to pit on to swap out those tires. Roman Grosjean is announcing his retirement. Oh no, who is going to replace him at Haas? The answer is nobody, because driver movements are turned off and everybody stays where they are. We've already had Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel announce their retirements in consecutive years. Now Roman Grosjean is announcing their retirement, but by turning off driver movements, retirements essentially don't matter. You keep everybody the same no matter what. So nobody has been brought in, nobody has moved out to different teams and whatnot. It's all based for this experiment that everybody stays exactly where they are to better themselves as a driver and better the car and see how I fare against that collective. Imagine Hamilton replacing Albon at Red Bull. Oh yeah, sure. Like, I mean, if we're gonna go into the video game category, we might as well start talking about those type of transfers. In fact, legitimately, I saw on Twitter, I think it was either Arava or Team at Marduk or even Will Buxton, who said that, man, with the amount of driver swaps we've had this week, it almost seems like you're playing a game of F1. It's like you're playing F1 the video game, but to be fair, there are not that many driver swaps in the game. I think at most you get maybe 2 as far as who swaps in or out and who gets brought up from F2. I have not seen more than 2 in this game. We did see a lot back in 2019. I do recall, like, during each offseason, there was at least six or 7 swaps, but in this game, I don't think I've seen more than 2 happen at a time during the offseason, so I don't know why the AI is rather conservative this season, this game, when it comes to driver movements and whatnot. It just seems rather weird to me. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to bring up, Saransi, I need to bring up your... Yeah, I need to bring up your settings so I can actually put these into my car. F1 2019 was funny because, yeah, and if you remember the very last season of my McLaren save, the very last season's off-season, we had Max Verstappen going to McLaren, or sorry, not McLaren. Max went to Ferrari, and then Hamilton went to Ferrari as well, with Vettel going to Mercedes. It was fucking weird. It was super fucking weird. Alright, so let's load up our current Italian set and fix this with Saranzia's V4 setups. I would say that the wing should still be like 1-3. Okay, now Saranzia, I got a question for this. Why should the rear wing arrow be 6? I have a big question as to why the rear wing should be 6. When you're talking about wanting to have straight line speed, wouldn't more rear wing arrow kill your straight line speed? I've got questions, man. I've got questions, and that is one of the major ones. Okay, that's the same.
If you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either
actually save it under Italy
or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
But yeah, that is the question there, Sarancio. Why is it that the rear wing for this track is 6 when if you have more rear wing, it should mean that you're losing straight line speed? More wing will save me time? See, I still don't... Maybe if I run it a little bit, I'll understand, but it just doesn't seem right to me. Maybe if I drive it around a bit, I'll understand, but it just does not seem right to me. Yeah, definitely don't need to break too much into Lesmos 2. That was a complete and utter failure on my braking going into Ascari chicane. Alright, I should be good. Yep. Right on with it. Right dead on. Exact amount of points. Did it say what my time was? Or 191 miles an hour. That was going through the turn as you should. The higher turns and whatnot. Just look at the straightaway sim in Canada. Canada has the 2 long straights, but 60% of the track has curves where you lose time with less wing. See, I always just equate the front wings to how well you need to have a high downforce, or I should say, you know, the low speed corners, whereas the rear wing I equate to how much downforce you need when you're on long straightaways, if that makes sense. So that's why I've always thought like the lower wing set for a track such as this would equate to higher top speed because you don't need the high downforce. If you understand what I'm saying, because I think I'm rambling. Well, I'm trying not to, Silent Com. I guess that's where my mind is going to, the motorsport manager aspect. Where I'm pretty sure it is, where if you have it a higher wing set, it does slow you down. Which is why you want to run lower wing.
Program complete and a job.
It gives you more stability in the curve. It gives you more stability in the high speed curves. I would assume that in the high speed curves, yes, the rear wing will help you, but in the low speed curves, it doesn't really matter all that much because you want to have more downforce in the front, which is why in like the road courses like Monaco, like Singapore, you have a higher, very high front wing angle so that you have that control going through the low speed corners. Which is why I was asking, is like, why can't I turn my wing down at Monaco? Because it was set to 11. Like, why can't I turn it to 10 or 9? Because I want to have speed going down, you know, going up Massenet, going to the start-finish straight, going through tunnel and whatnot. It's like, I want the speed. But then you said that the rear wing does help in those turns. And that's where I'm having difficulty trying to comprehend that. Because that's just not where my mind goes. It probably is that I need to get used to it, but that's just not where my mind goes first thing. First and foremost, my mind goes to lower rear wing equals faster speed. Higher rear wing equals slower speed. And then a higher front wing equals more stability. Lower front wing equals either less stability or also faster speed because you're not really taking a lot of turns. If I'm going to lose time anywhere, it's going to be a Lesmos 1 and a Ascari chicane. Guaranteed. Because I will almost always cut that opening turn into the chicane and possibly get a time penalty, or if I just completely fuck up the start of the turn, I will just screw up the rest of that chicane. Just guaranteed.
Okay, test complete.
All right, we're good on that. And yeah, that's the thing. I don't really need to do a lot of practice when it comes to certain tracks because just I've got a certain sense of feel to how I should be driving the track. I don't need to put in extra time. We can just get right into the meat of everything, get right into qualifying, get right into the race. But obviously I'm doing these practice programs so I can build up my R&D point stock so that when the time comes and I need to regulate parts over, I won't be scrambling. I will say this, and I will knock on wood completely, is that if I have 2 departments that need to get regulated, I should be okay. But if I have 3 departments that need to get regulated, I'm more than likely not going to regulate them all over. More than likely will not have enough points. And like I said, knock on all the wood that I can find. I have never had 3 departments regulated at the same time. The only good thing for me is if there's like 2 or 3 departments regulated, is that it happens to everybody. Which could mean that some teams will not be able to carry over parts from last season to next season. Which could give me a little bit of a leg up going into next season. Yeah, once I turn off the race line, then I will put in a lot more time. And I'm going to be doing practice off camera too, doing time trials and such. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to do time trials just so I can get used to driving without the line. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So, starting in Season 4, when I come back after my break, after the holiday break, and starting next year, I'm going to bump the difficulty up to like 96 or 97, and I'm also going to turn off the racing line. So no more racing line through the corners and whatnot. It is going to be straight driving, and I'm going to have to get used to picking out my lines of sight and my braking points through that. So, making it doubly hard for me going into Season 4, where I'm turning the AI up, but I'm also losing a good chunk of my assist. I would say the majority of why I drive some of these tracks well now is because of that racing line. I have most other assists turned off. Do the programs give you more R&D? Yes, in fact. That was terrible. So, there's 2 completion, actually 3 completions to R&D. The first one is you fail and you don't get any resource points. The second one is you meet minimum requirements and you get a green badge next to it. The next and highest one is that you exceed expectations and you get a purple badge next to it, and that purple badge gives you a little bonus R&D points at the end of it. I have no idea why I dropped down to 4th there at Ascari. No sense. No understanding why I did that. Hey, Halvey, how you doing, bud? It's been a while. Oh, a little too close to the edge there, Parabolica. You started a race with... Oh, no! Did not mean to do that. As I was reading chat, I went wide at Parabolica. Good job, Brian. Alright, stupid. Don't run wide. You started a race with no racing line, even in corners, manual gears as well. Well, yeah, I've been doing manual gears since the start, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting used to driving without the racing line here. I feel that is the next step into my progression, is to drive it au naturel. It's slower. I would say that it's more of a sense of accomplishment too there, Halby. The fact that you could drive it without having a line on the ground telling you where to go. Ah, shit. Yep, red light. But for me, it really is picking out where my braking zone should be, and that's going to be the main challenge for me. Like here at Ascari, shit. I started braking, and the braking light tells you to brake at about the 100-meter board. I started braking before the 100-meter board. So I'm going to have to carry that knowledge over to when I start doing this without the driving line. And then right there, going into Parabolica, I was braking between the 50 and 100-meter board. I do like having those meter boards that give me a sense of idea of where to brake. Some of these other turns don't have it, and I'm going to have to start picking out landmarks. Like right here, this was before the 100-meter board. So what you're saying is just stay with difficulty level 95 and just remove the driving line then? I mean, I could probably... I don't know, what would you guys think? I'm currently driving at difficulty level 95. If I turn the driving line off, what would you guys think about me turning the difficulty down a couple of notches? To maybe like 92, 93. What would you guys say to that? You think that's a good idea, or should I stay at 95? Because, yeah, now that I think about it, you're right. By turning the difficulty up as well as turning the driving line down, that just is going to make this a little bit more daunting than what I'd originally planned on. Oh, yeah, it's not going to be a permanent decrease. It's just as I get used to driving without the line, then I'll gradually turn the difficulty back up. And see, I have driven on 110 before just to see what it was like, and I can't do it. I would think that, for me personally, 100 is going to be the highest. I think anything past that is just way too challenging. I'm also trying to monitor my RPMs to see where I'm going through the turns, not looking at the MPH. I'm just trying to look at the RPMs. Because RPMs would be a better indicator on how to take the turn over MPH. Guess I did not need to take that big of a blast through the middle of that chicane. To kind of just super rev the engine going through there. Because as I made mention before, it's like I have a good knowledge of like Spa and Monza and Canada and how to take those turns through those tracks, that it was to the point where I probably could have taken off the driving line and driven those tracks, but I just did not have the confidence to do the rest of the season that way. I wanted to do a whole season with the driving line off, legitimately, not just a race here and a race there. And practice over, and that's the last of practice. You're still beginner to racing games, no worries. 80 on a controller, now 60 with a wheel.
Execute order.
That's fine.
66.
You play how you want to play. And then also, Halvey coming on in with the 3-month resub. Thank you very much for the support and dedication to the stream, sir. But yeah, you play how you want to play, how it makes it more enjoyable for you.
And with all the cars now over
and if that means
line,
that you got to turn down the difficulty to get more enjoyment out of it, then by all means go and do that. No one is telling you how you should play the game. And if they do, they're assholes. And I'm not trying to be an asshole here and telling you how to play, how you should be playing your game. However you feel like you get the most enjoyment out of it is what you should be doing. Alright, let me swap my engine. Energy store, yeah, I'll get a brand new energy store there. Alright, brand new engine. And bop difficulty up to 95. I think we're good. Let's go skip practice. Let's get into qualifying now. But yeah, that's a good way to do it, is any indication where you're going to be upping the difficulty for yourself by taking away some of these assists, it would be better for you to lower the AI difficulty so that you can get used to those changes first before then boosting the AI difficulty back up to where it was, so that you naturally progress and naturally get better with those new environment, with that new environment that you're in. Yeah, Drive to Survive. Drive to Survive was really good. And here's hoping that they actually are going to come out with a Season 3. I know that they're kind of going back and forth. Will they, won't they? I think a Season 3 has been confirmed. But obviously we won't know until after the season as to when it will get released. Has there been any weather change? No, it is still going to be cloudy for our qualifying run around Monza. And of course, being a much faster car than we have been in previous seasons, I have a very strong feeling we can get out of Q1 again. It's just a matter of, can we get out of Q2 with how fast our car is, or am I just going to be stuck in the top of the backpack? Shameless, I do recall you saying that you were doing an Alfa Romeo career, and I believe you said Kimi Räikkönen is your guy. I believe Kimi Räikkönen is your guy. And you are... Yeah, how far along are you in that? You bought a half-scale helmet of Max's this weekend? Very nice. Yeah, you gotta think that Max one of these days is gonna win a driver's title. You kind of feel it, don't you? Also a very, very solid young driver who's gonna be in the sport for several years to come. Yeah, that's how I should do it. Just a light little tap of the accelerator through that little straight going into the second part of the chicane. Can never get that apex right. And Lesmos too, I need to apex it quick. Need to apex it really quick. That's the thing, I cannot take that end part of the chicane too tightly, otherwise I'm going to hit that curve, I'm going to unsettle the car. There we go. Gas it up and let's go. Where am I at? 119.4. Okay, I could definitely do better. Max is a bit of a knob. In comes Nikki with the hot take of the evening. Saying Max is a bit of a knob. I think everyone knows that. That's definitely not a secret. You definitely have to have a certain air about you, a certain attitude about you to race these cars. And sometimes arrogance just comes with the territory. All right, so I am 5/10, just about half a second above George Russell, who is at the top of the cutoff. I think I'll go and run another lap, just to make damn sure I qualify and get into Q2. But I'm going to make another run at it. Yeah, even though it looks like I'm safe by half a second, you never know. Anything could happen. So I'll make another run at it and see what it's like. Max just knows how good he is. It's not smack talking if you can back it up. It's not arrogance if you can prove it. God, I really hate that I can't get that Lesmo section good. Can't get it well at all. Was it really? I guess it was. I guess it was a little more than half over. Yeah, I guess it was a little more than half over. Well, as it stands right now, it looks like I am going to stay above the cutoff line. Oh, some fun and exciting news that we just got out of the iRacing front today. Which may or may not be, like, something you're going to be super stoked about. But there are going to be 5 new road courses added into the service. One being completely rebuilt, which is Long Beach, for the Grand Prix of Long Beach and IndyCar and stuff. But there are going to be 4 brand new tracks to the service that are getting added in. Red Bull Ring, Hungaroring, Knockhill in the UK, and Hockenheim. And I am fucking stoked about Hockenheim finally getting added into the iRacing service. Obviously, we drove in F1 2019, and, Hungaroring and Red Bull Ring are all fine and dandy. Knockhill, I don't know too much about, but they're finally getting Hockenheim, which apparently was a track that has been asked for repeatedly over the years in iRacing, that they wanted to get it scanned in, but just had gotten like the proper licensing, or they've gone through the proper channels to get it. It just was all like a slow process. But yeah, those 4 tracks, brand new to the service, supposedly coming out early 2021, so like March, April time. Both myself and George Russell advancing on into the second qualifying round. So both Haas's, both Alfa Romeos. Alexander Albon. Look at Alex Albon not making it out of Q1. What has happened to that Red Bull car? Well, not a lot of good, I can tell you that much. But yeah, it's like outside of I'm trying to think. The most recent road course edition, like F1 road course edition, was Barcelona, and that was last summer. That was summer 2019. Albon is older than Max? Wait, hold on a second. Albon's what, 24? Max is 23? I thought Max would have been like 25. But I'm thinking that's what it is, right? Albon's 24, Max is 23. But yeah, I thought Max was older. Originally. Favorite driver, Kimi Räikkönen. For now, once he retires, is going to be Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, so Max is 23, yeah. So Max is 23, Albon's 24. Or may also be 23, but just like a couple months older. Ooh, that was actually a smooth second chicane. Well, Max, obviously, but Sebastian Vettel, okay. Damn it! Ah, man, okay, that is... I'm getting it real close. Like, I'm about where I should be hitting it, but I think I'm just turning it a little too early. Or just not carrying enough speed through it. Hey, August, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Ah, that was a bad Parabolica entry. Terrible entry. You stay with Alpha or you try to go to a better team? That's completely up to you, man. That is completely up to you. How do you want your story to go? Me, when I did my original driver career back when I first started this in April, back in F1 2019, I started with Alpha, but then after the first season, I moved to Ferrari. Because, well, firstly, I didn't think that I would have had a shot with Ferrari, but they accepted my contract offer, so solid. But it's completely up to you. If you want to stay and build Alfa Romeo to be better, or do you want to move to another team and try to build them out to be better? It's completely up to you. Depends on how you have built out your car. Like, how's your car compared to everybody else's? Is it still near the bottom? All right, so, ooh, this is a little spicy. I am currently in the running to make it into Q3, but you take a look at those drivers behind me. You got Vettel, Bottas, Leclerc, Stroll, Perez, and Verstappen. I'm pretty sure all of them are going to get faster. I am only a tenth of a second clear above that cutoff zone. So, in all honesty, I'm probably not going to make it. I'll try and do a faster lap, but I'm more than likely not making it, as I'm sitting there in 8th place. So they haven't even begun filming a season 3. I think it's because of the issues that the FIA and the F1 drivers have had with Netflix. Because I heard that the drivers were not too happy about how they were portrayed in season 2 of the series. So they were kind of angry with the production staff. Probably did not want to do another season. Okay, admittedly, I did brake a little too early going into that second chicane. Alright, come on, Boyle, let's go. Come on. Well, I'm not going to get faster. So, and I'm right on the cutoff line. I think I went under. I'm right on the cutoff line. Oh, no, I made it. I actually did make it. I was on the cutoff line. I did not get a faster second lap, but it doesn't matter. I stay in 10th, and I will be into Q3. Let's fucking go. All right. I lucked into that one, shameless. To be honest with you, I thought I would have dropped out. I thought Vettel would have gone faster. I thought both the racing points would have gone faster. Fuck, I thought Max would have gotten faster than me. Super Max is starting in 15th. What's going on here? All right. Well, there you go. That's your 15 to 11. And already I'm beating Sebastian Vettel in my rivalry for this weekend, as I'm obviously going to qualify faster than him. I beat him by 1/10. I did beat him by a 10th of a second. Nice. George Russell starting 14th. Max is portrayed like a supervillain. I didn't really get that out of him. I got that it was like a cocky youngster, because of course everybody has an attitude when you're young. And Max is like expecting himself to do good things every single time out. Like, he's banking on himself. He's betting on himself to do well every single time out. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that's what contributes to his attitude, is that he expects and will always expect better of himself every single race. Hey, what's going on, Keegan? With everything he's been through, because of Jules Bianchi? Or Bianchi? Bianchi was like a family friend, right? Or a long-distant relative? I thought that's what it was. Or was there another Monegasque driver that he was related to? Oh, I didn't know he was pals with Hubert. I did not know that he was pals with Hubert either. Bianchi was Charles's godfather. Damn, yeah, that's rough. He's gone through a lot in his 22 years of life. 21, 22. What's going on with the driver situation? Dude, have you not heard? We were talking about it earlier, too. So, as it stands, we've got George Russell going to be loaned out, called up to the Mercedes team. You've got Jack Aitken replacing him at Williams. And then it's Pietro Fittipaldi is replacing Roman Grosjean at Haas. And Stoffel Van Dorn is fucking crying his eyes out and punching air on social media because he didn't get called up. Alright, so as it stands right now, I'm 8th. And I'm a second off of the top. So I know I'm not going to get faster, like a half a second faster, but if I can get a couple of tenths faster, I can move up to 6th. Oh, let me switch my tires. There we go. So if I can get like 2-3 tenths faster, I can move up to 6th and start 6th. So you think that Max is going to get first, Russell second, Perez third, Bottas fourth. Oh, that's where you think they're going to start. But I mean, where do you think they're going to be in the race? Because you need to have a fast engine and a durable engine. I think anything powered by Mercedes will get that done. So I think Mercedes and Pink Mercedes are going to do well today. Like, not today, this weekend. Well, I also think Mercedes and Pink Mercedes are going to do well in this race. Oh, wow, my delta's gone up. Oh, shit. Oh, that was a buttery smooth parabolica. Oh, that was the best parabolic I've ever taken. Where did I move up to? That was a buttery smooth parabolic. Second front row! Let's go! I was never going to get pole position, but let's fucking go. Front row Williams. You love to see it. Holy shit!
And with qualifying complete,
wow!
Top 3 today. Hamilton,
we take
O'Brien,
off
and
that
Valtteri
Mercedes
Bottas.
front row lockout.
But don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Wow, take a picture of that, boys, because I did not expect that. I thought I was going to get maybe a 10th or 2 tenths faster. I got half a fucking second faster and blew up that Mercedes front row lockout. I'm not... Sarantia, I am not going to talk shit about your aero settings again. I am not going to say a damn thing about your car settings ever again. For those of you who are wondering what my settings are, go type in ! settings in the Discord. That'll give, or yeah, in the chat. That'll give you the link to Sarantia's Discord. And he's currently got a version 4 for every single track up here at F1 2020. And that is the current setups that I'm using. And if it's getting me that in a Williams, to be fair, it's a built-up Williams. But if it's getting me that in Williams, it's going to help you out. God damn, that was amazing. So Hamilton and myself, front row. Bottas, Ocon, Gasly, Sainz, Norris, Kvyat, Leclerc, and Ricciardo. This is going to be a juicy, juicy Monza. Oh, man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. Looks like you had a great qualifying.
Oh, I'm absolutely happy. What's going on, McDangles?
Did you feel that things went well for you today?
Absolutely.
What was the secret ingredient for your
power unit? Engine. Power!
Appreciate your
lots
time.
and lots of power. That's what we did. Forget about the aero. It was all the engine. All right, so now the question is, if I don't take the lead going into the first chicane, I'm pretty much going to follow the same pit strategy as whoever the leader is, if it's Hamilton or if it's somebody else. So that's what I'm going to do. And I have a very strong feeling that Hamilton qualified on medium tires, so it's not really going to matter. Yeah, it is. with Mick Schumacher and Mazepin.
I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Alright, so here's the thing. I do believe that both Mercedes drivers qualified on mediums, so that's going to throw that entire thought process out the window. So I'm going to have to make that decision as to when I want to pit. Do I want to pit early? Is the question. Do I need to pit early? Should I pit early? Well, we'll figure it out when we get there, right? Oh my god, I cannot believe I just put together that lap to get up in the second.
Welcome back to one.
Oh, Crofty, shut up.
Only 2 countries that has held a race every year since the very first
Crofty was a
Formula 1
little
World
too loud.
Championship in 1950. It is, of course, Italy, one of the great racing nations. And it's time to get underway for the Italian Grand Prix. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today.
Yeah, Keegan, we're actually P2.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and O'Brien completes the front row.
Yeah,
Looking
we
at
got
the rest
ourselves a
of today's
P2
grid,
in this, Keegan.
We have Bottas,
Like,
Ocon,
astoundingly
Pierre Gasly,
P2.
and Sainz, Norris, Kvyat, Leclerc, and Daniel Ricciardo, Vettel, Perez, Lance Stroll, and Russell, Verstappen, Magnussen, Alexander Albon, and Roman Grosjean. Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid.
I know, Electro. I'll take
We're in
it.
a strong position to deliver.
You know what? I will take it, though. And as I had said before, I was pretty sure that the Mercedes boys qualified on the mediums. Actually, only Lewis Hamilton qualified on the mediums. So, essentially, if I'm still second, like if I'm not going behind Bottas or Ocon or anybody else that's coming up, I will be the one that dictates when we make our pit stops. I can't follow Lewis Hamilton in because obviously he's running the medium soft strategy. So I'll have to be the one to dictate when we come in, and I feel like I'm going to be coming in at a much earlier lap than I should be if I was further back. I'm probably going to be coming in around lap 9, you would think. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, lap 9 is probably when I'm going to be coming on in. And yeah, I think that it said 10, but I think I'm going to come in lap 9. Because I can make those mediums last. I am good enough to make those mediums last throughout the rest of the race. So yeah, we're going to come in at lap 9 and then swap out to the medium tires for the rest of the way. And with how strong our power unit is, and we've been slowly developing the chassis and the aero to make it less of a fucking sailboat attached to a bathtub, I think that this is a good enough strategy, and I'm pretty sure we can... Well, we're going to get points. Unless something... Knock on all the wood. Unless something catastrophic happens, pretty sure we're getting points and probably getting top 5. So, like I said, knocking on all the wood on my desk, hoping that we get ourselves a finish, number 1, but a points finish is definitely on the cards. So, starting in second, where do you guys think we're going to finish? I mean, a win is definitely not out of the question starting second, but obviously Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, best cars on the grid. That's probably not going to happen. But let me know in the chat what you guys think. You get it. Yeah, I know. I'm driving the Pastor Maldonado Williams, and I'm actually driving like Pastor Maldonado at times too. just watch the dive bomb going into turn 1. It will be Pastor Maldonado-esque. Oh no, I killed my front wing. I also killed Lewis Hamilton's front wing. Oh no. Hey, Mint. Oh, Mint. Jesus, you've missed some streams, dude. So, once again, we got another win at France. You probably were here for that. I've got a 4th place at Hungary, and I normally suck at Hungary. Got a 6th at Spa, and now I qualified 2nd at Monza. So we're getting fucking better positioning and doing a lot better with Williams than I think anybody has ever thought after 3 seasons. So looking to try and continue on with that here at Monza, starting second, looking to try and finish top 5. All right, let's get this bad boy rolling. Oh, Hamilton. Alright, well, I did get a little bit of a touch with Ocon, but it's okay. And of course I got Bottas right on my ass. Immediately right on my ass. Oh crap. That's where I said where I know if I fuck up these Ascari chicane right away, it's pretty much game over. That entire chicane is just going down the tubes. Uh-oh. Yeah, I started P2-0. And I was being an absolute shithead going into that chicane. 100% dickbag. Oh, I'm losing my voice already. Hey, Merman, how you doing, bud? You missed a few streams. I've been getting some decent points. I got 4th at Hungary and I got 6th at Spa. And I actually qualified 2nd here. I qualified 2nd at Monza. Alright, take it easy, Zero. But of course now I've got Bottas right on my ass. I do 2 a stream, but I also have
DRS will be enabled this
I also have my league race in iRacing. It's an oval series to do after this. So I'll actually be doing 3 races today. But yeah, I normally do 2 races per stream. Ah, shit. Too much gun through that chicane. Gunned it a bit too much through that chicane. And now I am going to be leading the Truly train. God damn, I hate that Ascari chicane so much. So goddamn much.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over
There
target.
goes
Drop down to
Bottas.
mix too soon.
Alright, well I did beat him to the chicane. That's for damn sure. And I've just about cut the corner in order to get it. So now here's the time where I just open up my fuel. Just think of this as qualification, Brian. Just don't look at the map. Don't think that there's anybody behind you. You'll be fine. There's still 23 laps to go in this race. You'll be fine. And yes, I am overrunning my fuel mix because I want to get the most out of this power unit on these soft tires. I want to go as fast as I possibly can on these soft tires. And I'm actually gaining on Hamilton now. He probably is letting off of the fuel mix. He's definitely letting off the fuel mix a bit. Wow, double purple. Can I get fastest lap here? No, not with a turn going into Parabolico like that. Not going to get fastest lap. Yep, I got it. Fastest lap yet. Oh, I fucked that up big time. I saved it, but oh boy, did I miss my braking zone. I believe that is the first time I've gotten fastest lap in this save. Even for a lap, I think that is the first time I've ever gotten it. Still not in DRS range. Hey, what's going on, Thomas? Yep, definitely still not in DRS range.
You'll be on the mediums.
Damn it. I don't want no wheel spin now. I'm doing fine, Thomas. Hope you're doing well. Please tell me I got within it. Oh, I just missed it. I thought for sure I was within DRS range of him. Probably missed it by just literal inches. I probably got it here, though. I probably got it here. Yes! We are in the DRS train of Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you very much for the follow. Mr. Hodges, 23. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed the stream. But like I said, I am on soft tires. Hamilton in front of me is on mediums. So I'm going to be coming into pit next lap. Yeah, buddy, it's Monza. Oh, we're in the slipstream now. Holy shit, were we in his slipstream. And here comes Bottas. I couldn't hold off Bottas for very much longer.
We're gonna box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm coming in this lap anyway. We held off Bottas for as long as we could, boys. Good thing is we stay within the DRS train zone. In the slipstream, and that's definitely yeah, that was definitely a corner cut.
No need to worry about tire condition for now. Everything's looking good.
That's okay. I'm coming in after this lap anyway, Jeff. Come in early. That's the whole thing. Come in early. For brand new medium tires.
Release, release.
Carlos Sainz switching to hards.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
I hate taking that first chicane after the pit. You can never get a good angle on it.
Execute order.
Hey, Tykesman coming on in. With a resub. Thank you very much for the support and dedication to the stream, sir. Welcome back to the Gendo gang. Oh, shit. Yes, Van Dorn is fucking punching air is what he's doing. Van Dorn ain't too happy. Why didn't it give me a penalty? Because I have auto pit speed turned on. It's one of the few assists that I have. Because if I'm going to be honest, having auto pit helps a lot and helps save precious tenths of seconds. I'm not a big fan of doing it manually. Now, there are certain things that doing manually, it would be a benefit to your car, like ERS, DRS, and the fuel mix, doing those manually. But honestly, pit assist, making that manual, oh shit, making that manual is just an absolute travesty. Because it kills your time. Alright, one of the Mercedes just came into the pits.
George is going in for his stop.
Hi, Bottas! I beat him to the corner! Oh, I did. Oh, Russell's definitely going to be a top 10, for sure. Oh, we got a safety car. Maybe.
Caution, caution. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part.
Oh!
Okay. That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I didn't expect him to slow down as quick as he did. Hold on a second. Hold the fucking phone. I did not expect him to slow down as fast as he did. Like, he just brake checked right in front of me. He broke check right in front of me. What the hell, man? Alright, so obviously there's going to be a safety car coming up. Thanks very much for the follow, Bix. Alright, there's a safety car coming up, for sure.
Okay, clear.
Oh, not anymore? Okay. Because that was a safety car pre-sent. That was a safety car pre-flashback. And then after the flashback, it wasn't.
Some information on Stroll. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
But no, seriously, that was a safety car pre-flashback. Hey, he was coming alongside me. I didn't push him into the racing point.
You've been awarded.
Alright, timeout. Timeout. Alright. So, I'm not taking that time penalty, but I'm going to be using one of my free flashbacks. I will have one flashback left in this race. And honestly, if I get another time penalty, I'm just going to take it. Because I'd rather use a flashback for, as what we just saw, me running into the back of somebody that just broke checked me. I'd rather take it there. But for all intents and purposes, I'm going to take the flashback here so that I negate that penalty. But if I get another time penalty, then I will take it. And that's one of my rules, is I only have 3 flashbacks to use per race. And I've done it before. I've used all 3 flashbacks before, and hell, I've had to take an extra pit stop for a busted front wing. I've had to abide by my rules and DNF if I wrecked out. So it's happened before. But like I said, I'm keeping to my 3 flashback maximum rule. All right. For anybody that has come on in that does not know what I just did, it is one of my flashbacks that I'm using for right here, so I negate that time penalty, but I only have one more free flashback to use, otherwise I just have to take whatever comes my way, whether it's a flashback, whether it's a DNF, whether it's an extra pit stop. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's just fucking gone right now, man. Alright, Bottas, you son of a bitch. Yeah, but also at the same time, you're pretty much done within the first 3 laps of anyway, because you probably will come across somebody that is going to be a complete and utter dickhead in multiplayer. That will try to take you out. But I understand where you're coming from. Like, having that one chance at it does help out in you getting better at the game. Wow, did I really drop down to 4th gear in Ascari? That was a dumb move on my part. And I'm officially out of the DRS train. And Bottas took my fastest lap, that bitch. Hamilton is 20 freaking seconds ahead of me. And Hamilton, I believe, still needs to take his pit stop. Remember this, Hamilton still needs to take a pit stop because he started on medium tires. But he will be pitting for softs, is the thing. Uh-huh. So there is a good chance that both Bottas and I will pass. In fact, he's pitting right now. So Bottas and I are going to pass him. But like I said, Hamilton is going to be coming out on soft tires. He's going to be faster than both of us. Regardless, he's going to be faster than both of us. And here he comes. And actually, Ocon beat him to the chicane right there. So Ocon is going to hold up Hamilton for a little bit. Ah, shit. Missed it. Once again, missing my braking zones. You hate to see it. But if Ocon is going to hold up Hamilton all this time, hey, I'll take it. He's not going to hold him up in the straight. He's definitely not going to hold him up in the DRS straight. But hey, Ocon was ahead of Hamilton for a lap. No way! Ocon led him down the entire DRS straight? Oh, I'm sure he was blocking him the entire way. If anything, that's a battle to watch. Like, if this was an actual TV presentation, they would be monitoring the Hamilton-Ocon battle. Because I'm sure that is a battle to watch right now. Just look at the time differences. They're like getting within a tenth of a second. Like I said, I was going to take that time penalty no matter what.
Penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Ah, he's streaming again, Sarancia? Gotcha. Fuck, that 3-second time penalty is going to run me ragged. Because I am now, with that 3-second time penalty, I am going to be off the podium. For all intents and purposes, I am going to be off the podium with this time penalty. I got nobody to blame but myself. What caused the penalty, Cubby? I just went off track. Or I went, well, not off track per se, but just over the corner. And you get 2 warnings before the third one initializes the penalty. And then once you get that 3-second time penalty, the warning system resets, so you then get 2 more warnings before then another time penalty trigger. So every 3 corner cuts essentially lead to a 3-second time penalty. What's my number? 66. Makes sense, it's in my username. And of course I have Lewis Hamilton right behind me. Of course I do. Because Mercedes is the best car in this series. It's the best car in the game, and also they've been built out the best as well in this save. Fuck's sake. Hamilton, don't you fucking dare. Oh, he touched!
Green flag.
That's going to bring out the virtual safety car. That's gotta. I had the right of way. Hamilton did not beat me into that corner. Hamilton definitely did not beat me into that corner. Podium is back on now that Hamilton spun himself out, touching me into that corner. Which sounds very, very dirty. I'm now curious as to where Hamilton's going to end up. But yeah, at this point in time, I'm at the very least 3rd place. I would have been 4th. Oh, don't tell Nikki. Hamilton's in the pits, yeah, because we touched going through Lesmos too. I didn't leave him space because I was taking my line through the turn. There also is not a really good line to leave space going through the Lesmos. If I was going to give him space, I would have been saying, yes, I'm giving up this corner to you when I was leading going into the corner. I basically did to Hamilton what Hamilton did to Albon. Okay, if we're going to be real here, I did this exact same thing that what he did to Albon at Austria this year. If you're going to say that Albon was through that corner, winning that corner, and if we're going to say that Hamilton right here was winning this corner, then what I did was the exact same thing what Hamilton did to Albon. Which, was it dirty? Yeah, a little bit. I was taking my racing line. Whereas Hamilton slid up into Albon's racing line. Well, I guess Hamilton's going to be dead last then. Oh well, at the end of the day, I guess it's my fault. Can't race every race clean. What are my tires looking like right now? High 20s usage, except for my right front, it's at 20%.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
He was trying to squeak low? Yeah, he was. I saw it. I was there. But was it his fault for trying to pull that dive bomb? Yeah, it kind of was. Hey, thank you very much for the donation there, Mr. General Iowa, coming on in $5 to the stream. Much appreciated, sir. Let me read that as soon as I get onto a comfortable spot on the road. I am cancer-free. You're cancer-free. Hold on a second. We need to everybody stand up and applaud. I'm sorry, I had to pause this right here, but stand up and applaud for Mr. General Iowa for going through all that cancer treatments that he had for the last 5-6 months, maybe plus. I got to stop and pause that, and I got to say congratulations, man. Congratulations to hear that you are cancer-free. That's a load off of your mind. That's a load off of all of our friends' minds, too. But congratulations, man, for being cancer-free. I'm sure you're probably going to rest easy. More than deserved, my man. It sucks that you had cancer in the first place, and it couldn't have happened to a better guy, in all honesty. But you can get a round of applause for General Iowa for undergoing chemotherapy for what it feels like 3-4 months plus, and then dealing with all the residual effects. And to hear back today that you are cancer-free, my hat's off to you, man. Congratulations, dude. That's wonderful news, my man. Yeah, we now return you to your regularly scheduled program of Gendo trying not to die. What happened, Ethan? General Iowa has announced that he is cancer-free after like 4 months, 5 months of treatments. General Iowa, actually a real-life friend of mine. Shit, how long have we known each other now, Iowa? Like 7-8 years? Though it feels like it's been longer. I'm trying to remember when was the first time we met, because obviously George introduced you to me. 2011, there we go. Oh, wow. I can't believe I missed that turn that badly.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
3 laps of fuel left, but 4 laps left in the race. I cannot believe I missed that first chicane that badly. And where did you meet George, by the way? Did you meet him, like, on the Adult Swim message boards or something? Or the Anime Central message boards? I don't remember. Like, how did you guys get to know each other? At Uchicon. Well, that was the Ava panel at Uchicon. Good old Adult Swim message boards. Alright, so as it stands right now, yeah, Ocon is getting closer and closer and closer. I am not going to get 3 seconds ahead of him. So we're still going to get a podium, but it's going to be 3rd place. What happened to Hamilton? Him and I touched going into Lesmos 2, and he spun out. I was trying to take a proper racing line. It may have been a little too tight, but Hamilton was also trying to dive bomb into Lesmos 2 and spun out. Oh, tires are getting juicy now. Tires are getting really greased up. Well, I can also now comfortably say that with this 3rd place, it's going to be 3rd place, let's be honest. With this 3rd place finish, I will have more points this season than I got all of last season. And we still have 7 races left to go. And Ethan, I've noticed that... Yeah, no worries, Iowa. If you gotta take a leave, go ahead. But honestly, Ethan, I've noticed that with the AI quite a bit. This year's AI is very aggressive. And especially on the higher difficulties, they are super aggressive. Like, if you try to pass them on a DRS straight, they will pinch you down. They will make it super hard.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And if you're trying to go for a turn-in pass, they will try to pinch you in through the turn, too. So that's just the nature of the AI this year. Yeah, Gendo, it's James. Well, fortunately, I'm not racing for Mercedes. I'm racing for Williams, though. You know, so kind of the same. Alright, coming to the white flag. Sponsored by, well, some sort of bank. Bottas is going to win this race here at Monza. I'm going to finish technically 2nd, but, 3rd due to the time penalty. It means that Ocon is going to be getting 2nd place. Turn 1 arena at Silverstone. Oh, God, that's death. And that's death not just in F1, but in iRacing, too. When I try to race it in Formula Renaults and F3s on iRacing, oh god, it is trash. Same thing with Turn 1 at Interlagos. Everybody dive bombs it. No one leaves anybody space, and like half the field gets wiped out. Yeah, Williams, of course. having the Mercedes engine and whatnot. Coming around the final turn of Parabolica, Valtteri Bottas has won this race. And Brian Gendo coming across second, though he's technically going to be third.
Yes, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. Great drive. Thank you.
Let's go. Sponsored by Aramco, Pirelli, Rolex, or is it Tag Heuer? No, it's Rolex. Rolex sponsors them.
Here we are then, a thoroughly deserved win in Italy after another
Heroics into
excellent
Sandovac.
Grand Prix.
Oh God, Sandovac's a piece of shit.
Anthony Davidson, how do you think they
I
were
hate
able
driving
to
Monaco,
set themselves
period.
apart today?
I think a large
Absolutely
part of the
hate
result
driving
comes down
Monaco.
to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs.
And I can see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
drivers
good for
starting to
Mercedes.
approach the podium for the victory
So there you go.
celebration.
Bottas in
A real
first,
team victory
Ocon
today.
second, and myself
Everybody
finishing in
played their
third.
part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Not bad. Actually my third podium. Technically my third podium. The other two were the wins at France. So this is my first non-win podium. But hey, I'll just take a podium. Fuck it. I'll take those 15 points. You know, there's nothing to scoff at just taking those points. Yeah, I was going to say, like 2 years ago, I believe they were sponsored by Tag Heuer. But Rolex is the sponsor for it.
And after this round of the World Championship...
Oh, and George Russell almost getting himself in the points as well. 1 second behind Alexander Albon. But yeah, look at Red Bull. Red Bull with only 3 points total on the race weekend. That is a tough sight to see. That is a very tough sight to see. But anyway, Bottas, Ocon, myself on the podium. Then you got Ricciardo, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Gasly, Verstappen, Albon. George Russell so close.
Here's how things look
so
in the driver's
close.
table. Not the result.
Kvyat, Vettel, Perez, Hamilton did in fact come back and finish in 15. So he did not finish in last place, but of course, you know, the spin out with me at Lesmos too. That's not how you are supposed to be driving that through that corner. So that's really on you, Hamilton. That's really on you. Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Grosjean, and of course Lance Stroll DNFing and causing me to flash back because I just ran straight into the back of Bottas. Oh God, that was a sight. Is seeing Lance Stroll parked onto the side, a safety car coming out, and just Bottas fucking stopping in the middle of the track. Oh my Lord. That was garbage. Making me waste a flashback on that. Him just stopping dead into the middle of the track. That's just makes no sense.
But it certainly makes things interesting going forward.
Hey, I'm in the top 10 of the driver's standings now. I'm now tied with Max Verstappen. Yes, tied with Max Verstappen for points in 10th place. We are both at 70.
Amazing talent out on the track today.
And as far as the constructor standings go, we are now 13 points behind the Red Bull team. Yeah, I know. Once again, Red Bull having a very, very bad year in Season 3. This is Season 3, by the way. Even IRL Red Bull is doing bad, winning-wise. Yeah, I was going to say, Max hasn't gotten any higher than second, right? I know he's not won anything this year. But he hasn't finished higher than second, has he? Hold on. I'm thinking Max may have actually won a race, but I'm not too sure. Like I said, I think he may have won a race, but I'm not sure which one he did. Where the fuck is it? Okay, there we go. The British Grand Prix, not the British Grand Prix, the 70th anniversary Grand Prix at Silverstone. So that was the only race win that he has had this year. And then Bottas winning twice, Gasly, of course, winning at Monza, and then the rest is just Lewis Hamilton straight down. The rest is just all Lewis Hamilton.
But Anthony,
if George beats Bottas, that's going to be awkward. If George beats Bottas, you got to think that Mercedes is going to give Bottas the boot and immediately sign immediately sign George Russell up for 2021. You gotta think that, right? Because that's obviously the plan in the first place, is that when one of them goes, whether Hamilton or Bottas, depending on who goes first, George Russell is going to be taking over that spot. That's always been the plan. But if George, oh boy, if George actually outperforms Bottas, that really has to set some wheels in motion on the Mercedes side, right? Where they have to then go and sign up George Russell for the 2021 season. Yes, I know George just signed a new contract with Williams, but things can change, as they often do. So I think that if he performs better than Bottas, which, I mean, there's a little chance that it might, but if he does, that's got to start, the thought process of 2021, George moves to Mercedes. Bottas is gone, George moves to Mercedes. George is the plan for 2022. Fair enough, then, if that is the case. Because, yeah, I believe Bottas's contract it's up after next season. All right, I'm dropping everything back down because I have a practice engine and a race engine. So I'm just switching everything out. All right. So let's move ahead. And actually, what I should do, drop that back down to 90. And now move ahead to the Singapore Grand Prix. It is 7:22 local time. In 90 minutes, I am going to be going into my iRacing League Cup Series championship race as a field filler. I mean, I'm not racing for a title. I've already been knocked out of the playoffs, but they need field fillers. So I'm going to be racing it just as an agent of chaos. I'm not going to win anything, but let's just see how it goes. My racing team has 3 out of the 4 finalists gunning for the title. So obviously hoping for one of them to win so he can actually bring something home to Firelane Motorsports. Anyway, let's get into Singapore. There's obviously, I'm not going to do anything R&D wise. I've made mention at the top of the show. I'm saving up my R&D points for when the regulations come down around the Japanese Grand Prix. And I want to make sure that I have enough to convert everything over to next season. So crossing fingers that I will have enough, and there aren't going to be too many departments hit. I'm crossing fingers hoping that it's 2 departments or less. Because if it's anything more than that, I'm up shit creek without a paddle. Because I'm not going to convert everything over. Alright, so taking a look at the... Okay, qualifying is cloudy. Is there actually going to be rain for qualifying? Because we don't have a weather forecast for the qualifying of the race yet. So I'm going to go into practice 1 and take a look and see what the weather is going to look like for qualifying in the race. The race, it looks like it's going to be clear, which I love. No rain at Singapore is a godsend. If Hamilton retires, it's going to be George and Bottas. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be, Crimson. Or if they decide to get rid of Bottas and bring up George Russell, it's going to be Hamilton and Russell. As I may mention before, whoever goes first on that Mercedes team, George is replaced. And I think that's been a known thing for the entirety of this year. All right, let's get into practice. Singapore during the day. It's a weird thing to see. All right, let's load the setup. Now, I'm trying to remember if I actually got the version 4 setup in this already, or do I need to switch it up? Okay, so yeah, front and rear is 11, 50, actually 55, so no, I didn't. So 50 for on throttle, 55 off. Suspension geometry, definitely not. This is the default suspension geometry for all of Serancia's stuff.
If you want to know specific information or make
suspension
changes to the
2,
car during a
8,
pit
6,
stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio.
4, so I just
Press
need to
and
drop
hold
those
the radio
down.
button to activate the system. And you
Brakes
can
should
either
be
speak the
fine.
command
Yeah,
or
155
select
are
it manually
fine.
from the radio screen that will
And
appear
tire
on the multifunction display.
pressures are all
While
good
the
too.
radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
You just save over that Singapore one. If they get rid of Bottas, it's going to be Stoffel or Esteban or someone. Nah, I don't see that happening, Ethan. You're talking about 2021? I mean, they probably would only have him signed to a 1-year deal until George Russell's contract is up at Williams, because Russell is the guy. It has been said for quite some time now that Russell is going to be the guy to take over whichever seat opens up at Mercedes. Ethan, my man, that's been a while. Haven't seen you around. Hope you're doing well. Who would you love to see sign Ricardo? Williams? This is the one thing I hate about Singapore is FP1. Because FP1 has that fucking glare going into turn 1. I hate it so much. If both go at the same time, yeah, I have no idea who they would bring in as the second driver. I mean, I understand why you want to go Ricardo. I mean, I'd love to see Ricardo in Mercedes too, but it's just not going to happen. Oh no! Damn it. Okay, so that obviously is too tight. Or that was actually too shallow of a turn that I was getting in there. They need to take the turn wide. I need to take that bridge turn wide. Alright, we got the purple. Esteban can't drive F1 because he doesn't have a super license, or he doesn't have enough points on a super license. I'm sure he has one, he just does not have enough points on it. Verstappen in a Mercedes just is weird. It sounds weird. Verstappen also loves it at Red Bull, so I cannot see him feasibly leaving. Okay, that I did not know either. But yeah, getting back to Max, it's pretty much known he loves it at Red Bull, so there's no need for him to leave there right now. Obviously, that situation could change in the future. But it's not something that's going to be changing in the near future. It's like dipping French fries in ice cream. Oh, you've never been to Wendy's then. Because that's a thing. And you can do that for relatively cheap, too. You get a small fry and a small chocolate frosty or vanilla frosty, depending on your flavor choice. Not here to judge. And I've done that before. French fries in ice cream. I mean, I did this when I was a kid. Okay, to be fair, I did it when I was a kid. Nowadays, probably wouldn't do it. But yeah, it's like the Wendy's special. You just get a small pack, get a small amount of fries, and you order a small frosty on a hot summer day, and you just dip the fries in the frosty, in the ice cream. You want to see someone with raw pace like Verstappen or Leclerc to drive a Mercedes. If we're gonna be saying who's the better lead foot, or if Mercedes want to get a lead foot behind the wheel of their car, then oh yeah, it's more than likely gonna be drivers' titles for days with those guys at the helm. Bring back Maldonado. What is Maldonado up to these days? That's a question to ask. What is Maldonado doing nowadays? Is he still racing or is he retired? I don't know why I did that. But yeah, that's for the life of me, I have no idea what Maldonado is doing right now. If he's even in another racing series.
Okay, Tesco.
Ooh, just barely got that. Just barely got the delta for that one. If they get Leclerc, it's going to be championships galore. I don't doubt that. I seriously do not doubt that. Alright, for this racing strategy, I'm only going to do 3 laps around, because it already takes quite a long time to get around this track. It takes almost as long as it does fucking Spa. It takes like 1:40 to get around this track. Maybe 1:35 at the fastest. Because I don't want to waste any more time than I need to before I get into my iRacing League race. Ooh, that was close going around that turn. He was in touring cars last year. Okay. Like I said, I'm not following Maldonado's career, so I have no idea what's going on with him. But yeah, it's like, look at that lap time. That was a minute 40. That's not much faster than what they do at Spa. So like I said, I don't want to put too much extra time in practice here. I do know how to drive this track to as much degree to get me around it. It's like I know that I need to go wide on these turns somewhat. No, I know of Maldonado. I know how infamous Maldonado is. What's Ericsson doing? He is back for another season at IndyCar. I forget which team he's on. He's either on Foyt Racing or Chip Ganassi Racing. But yeah, he is racing IndyCar now. He's also not really good at it, just saying. He's not won a single race at IndyCar, and I don't even think he's finished top 5. He may have had a top 10 or 2. But he's not really been that good in IndyCar. Oh shit, that was real tight. And I don't know why I dropped down to 3rd gear for that turn. This is probably my least favorite turn on this track. That bridge turn, or that hairpin right after the bridge, that is my least favorite turn on this track. Because I always get it wrong. Alright, coming up to the final lap on this practice program. There we go. You've done the same thing I've done, which shows McLaren because I'm not as good. I wouldn't say I'm good, Kempy, in all honesty. Because you're a big Norris fan, that's fair. I'm doing it because I want the challenge of trying to turn Williams into a damn decent team. And so far, that is proving to be the challenge, obviously, since they are the worst car in the grid. We currently have the 8th best car in terms of vehicle performance. However, with the way I've been driving on difficulty level 95, we're on Season 3. From halfway point of Season 3 onwards, we're finally starting to get consistent points. Whereas up to that point, we were just floundering in the back 10. But now, since basically France and Austria, we've been getting consistent points. And that was the goal I wanted to have for this season, was to at least finish in the top 10 to get some amount of points. And at this point in time, we have 70 points, I think. which is the most points that we've had throughout all this career. 70 points so far this season. We had 57 last season, and then the first season we had nothing. So we're starting to get better. 87 laps on the Bahrain Outer Circuits. I thought it was 90 something. I originally thought it was like 90 something, but it's 87. Okay, that's fine. It's still a lot because you're going to be driving less than a minute laps. You're going to be driving like 55-second laps on that track. Hey, Zeri, what's going on, bud?
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are...
In the new layout, drivers are going to absolutely hate the hard tire. You're talking about in real life, Crimson? Or not the game? I'm sure you're not talking about the game. Alright, let's swap this out. Bump that up to 95 for the race. And let's get our proper race engine in here. That, and that. Alright. And just as a reminder, I am not going to be streaming this weekend. I normally stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But I'm not going to be streaming this weekend because I'm actually going to be out of town. So nothing for the weekend. You guys get to have a nice little reprieve and do whatever you want on a Saturday night, as I'm going to be away from my computer. But I'll be back again on Monday, and we're going to be finishing out Season 3 next week. After I'm done finishing up Season 3, we're going to take a little break, have a nice little breather of F1 content, and we're probably going to do a mixed bag worth of games with single player, multiplayer, party mode, and whatnot, just so you guys can also get involved in the chat. So if we do something like Jackbox games, like Fibbage or Quiplash or stuff like that, you guys can get involved. But it just is, since it's holiday season, guys are already, I'm not trying to assume, but you guys are probably hectic enough as it is, and just fretting and whatnots leading up to Christmas and New Year's. So trying to wind down the days and the weeks of this final year, leading up to the New Year, so that you just don't have to worry as much and feel stressed out when you come to the stream. You can have some fun and do some other stuff as well. So that's kind of what my plans are going to be after next week. Leading up until the new year, just to do like 2.5 weeks worth of fun stuff, and then once the new year starts, then that's when I'm going to change up for Season 4, getting rid of the driving line, and we're going to be focusing on figuring out how to drive these tracks with no driving line. So that's going to be fun. It is going to be tough, but it's going to be fun. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see what the weather forecast is going to be like for qualifying, since you see it shows cloudiness. I totally forgot about looking at that in FP1. So we're going into qualifying blind. All we know is it's going to be cloudy, but we don't know if it's going to rain. And rain on this track sucks ass. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but rain in Singapore just sucks the big fat one. I'd rather there not be any rain. So, just drop the fuel. It's 2 a.m. over there? Oh, so you're in, like, either the UK or Ireland or, Western Europe. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be just strictly cloudy, which is good for me. Yep, cloudy to partly cloudy, so we're fine. Yeah, I live in the Chicago area, so I'm 6 hours behind UK. 6 hours, UTC -6 is where I'm at. Alright, I got some dork in front of me. I say some dork, it's another Williams. I say some dork because it's George Russell in front of me, setting his flying lap. almost completely spun out there going into the DRS zone. Probably accelerate a little earlier there. Same thing there. Like, I broke way too hard. Uh-oh. Well, this is going to be a garbage lap. .136. I thought it was going to be garbage. It may still be a garbage lap. Alright, so I'm 7th. George is in 9th. I honestly have every thought that I am going to be starting in the bottom 5. And actually, right now, I am on the cutoff line. Magnussen is only 0.02 of a second back. And do I think anybody behind me is going to get better? Maybe George. So I'm going to try and do another lap. I'm going to try and do another lap here. If I make it out of Q1, I can almost guarantee I'm not making it out of Q2. I just don't have a... Ah, shit. I just don't do the line well here. I just don't do the line well here. I mean, look at that. I'm already 0.2 down. I'm already 0.2 down from my last lap. I just don't see myself getting any better. Yeah. That was terrible. Alright, let's try it again. Nah, I'm looking at my time. I'm just getting worse and worse and worse. I'm just going to end it. And I probably will be ending up in either 15th or 16th. So I'm either making it or I'm not. George Russell would have knocked me out then. No, he didn't. George Russell did not knock me out. He got a faster time. But I do, in fact, qualify into Q2. Surprisingly. Once again, both Haas's, both Alphas not making it. Lance Stroll starting in 16th. But both George Russell and I somehow making it into Q2. Hey, what's going on, Delios? Oh, Delios, you missed a great, great Monza. I actually qualified 2nd. I broke up the Mercedes. I broke them up at the top row. It was Lewis Hamilton got pole. Bottas had 2nd up until my final lap. And like I said, I'm surprised I even made Q3. I was the last one in. I was 10th out of 15 in Q2, so I just barely scraped into it by the skin of my teeth. But then I put together a qualifying lap for the ages. And started second at Monza. Ended up finishing in third place. And no, the winner and the runner-up are not who you'd expect. Well, maybe one of them you'd expect. Because the winner was Bottas. But Hamilton was not on the podium. Hamilton actually collided with me during one of the turns. Because I was taking my line and Hamilton decided to yeet dive bomb. And spun himself out. He collided with me and spun himself out. Ah, shit. So it was actually Ocon that finished in second. And I finished in third. I was going to say, yeah, it's definitely a bad time. I would not be surprised if I did finish dead last in Q2. Honestly, would not be surprised. Because I just do this track so badly. I take this track so poorly. George Russell, though, looking like he might make Q3. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. I need to get 0.6 faster if I want to make it in... I need to find 0.6 if I want to make it into Q3. It's not happening. I may be able to find a 10th, but I'm not finding 0.6. Uh-oh. Ah, I knew it. Hence the uh-oh. Ah, no! Damn it!
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
Crap. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. That's what I get for jamming down on the accelerator as I'm still turning. Wow, Bottas is struggling. Looking at the timing tower. Shit! He very well might be.
2 minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here, or we're out of qualifying.
Yeah, like I said, I was going to get a 10th faster, but that was about it. And I end up finishing 15th out of 15, so 15th place start. All right. So we are going to be starting 15th. George Russell did make it into Q3. I'm surprised. This is George Russell's first time making it into a Q3. Good on for him. It took him 3 seasons, but George Russell has finally made it into Q3. Bottas is out. Yeah, he tried to go on to the medium tire strategy like with Lewis Hamilton. Lewis made it stick, but Bottas didn't. So ahead of me, it's Perez, Bottas, Kvyat, and Carlos Sainz rounding out your bottom 10. But yet George Russell, look at that. Yeah, outperforming Bottas before getting into the Merc. Is this a sign of things to come for Bahrain? Will George Russell outperform Bottas in qualifying and the race? Will we see life imitate art?
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Not really.
How will not making Q3 affect your strategy?
We're just going to try and aim for points. If I can get a top 10 out of it, I'll be fine.
Was today a good day for you? Well, thanks anyway.
See, that's the thing. We were talking about this earlier, Delios, that if Russell beats out Bottas, like, are Mercedes going to get the thoughts in their head that maybe 2021 they should get rid of Bottas and bring up Russell, even though honestly they're both under contract for next year, but you never know. Could that be a thing that happens? That would be hilarious, though. That would be no joke hilarious if that happened. All right, so, thought I clicked on that. 31 laps around Singapore, and this may throw an even bigger spanner into the works because we didn't see this. We did not see this. I did not look ahead to see if there was actually going to be any rain in this race. And there's going to be rain in this race. Probably the last 10 laps, it looks like. It's going to get steadily heavier and heavier. Oh God, oh Fug is right. Oh God, oh Fug is right. And we got 1 hour. We have 1 goddamn hour until the start of the ILCS race and iRacing. And this race already takes 50 fucking minutes. It's gonna take even longer. Oh shit. Alright. Let me turn on iRacing just to get that loaded up. Alright, take it easy, Thomas.
Here we go then, it's Formula One in Marina Bay once again, and welcome to all of you at home who
yeah, I'm getting my iRacing loaded up right now just in case I need to just get off of this and get right into my league race.
We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit today, located in the heart of Singapore. The circuit consists of 23 corners, 13 to the left.
Actually, we don't need to do this. We can look at the grid down. Let's see where Russell qualified.
Immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday.
Let's see where Russell qualified.
Pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today,
Russell probably qualified 10th.
Verstappen, Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo, and Vettel, Albon, Norris,
10th place,
and George Russell,
10th place.
Sainz, Kvyat, Valtteri Bottas, and Perez, O'Brien,
and
Stroll,
starting 15th.
Kevin Magnussen, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean, and Kimi Raikkonen.
You know what that means? I kind of want to start on the hard tires and just wait till the rain.
Last race, people are expecting a lot from you this weekend, but it's going to be tough from here.
Honestly, I feel like starting on the hard tires and just going until the rain. And look at that. It even says I'm doing that. Yeah, no worries, Kempy. I feel like this is going to be the strategy. Is just starting on the hard tires and waiting until the rain. And then making that switch. I mean, I'm starting 15th anyway, so it's like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Everyone's going to get caught up in the first place. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start on the hards and just stay out until the rain comes. And then make the switch to the intermediates and then potentially the wets if it gets even wetter. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not even going to ask for... Not even going to ask for potential finishing position because I just need to get right into the race. I was gonna say, who is this asshole dive bombing me to the inside? Oh shit! And I was even braking early. Wow, okay. Alright, so flashback number 1, lap number 1. Of course, I might drop all the way to the back. That is a very real possibility. Because I'm rolling on these hard tires. Wow, really, Brian? I have mediums. Wait a hold. Then what the fuck was the strategy that I did? I had that one selected. Fuck, I ain't restarting now. Fuck. Are you? I had the fucking hard tire one selected. That's shit. God, that is so fucking dumb. Yeah, because I changed the selected strategy to it for it to be starting on hard instead of medium, and it was confirmed. So I don't know why it's on medium. Yeah, you just told me you're like on medium sport. I had to look to make sure because I thought you were lying to me, joke. God damn, that is some bullshit. That was honestly a perfect strategy, too. One-stop strategy. Hards to inters. God, I'm so mad. And like I said, because this race is going to take almost an hour in the first place.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
If I didn't have a league race to get to immediately following this race, I would have restarted. I'm gonna have to go back to the tape. I'm gonna have to go back to the replay of this stream and see what the fuck happened. Because I know I'm sometimes forgetful, but I don't think I was that forgetful. Stretch out the mediums, that is a big ask. I probably can, but it's a big ask. God damn it, Stroll, move your ass. Fine, I'll move your ass for you. So yeah, I'm thinking that the rain's gonna come down like halfway through this race, lap 15. And then they'll want me to come and switch to inters like around lap 18. That's kind of what I'm thinking right here. Which, like I said, if I went on hard tires, I would have made those 18 laps easy. That would not have been a problem. Hard tires are or medium tires are going to be a little bit trickier. All right, George, where are you going?
I think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
All right, I may not even need to worry. Yeah, they say ETA is about 15 minutes. That's about 10 laps. So like I said, around lap 15. Though also, to be fair, the medium tires, oh boy. Medium tires are going to get worn the fuck out by lap 15. I'm going to have to turn my differential up.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
I'm going to have to turn my differential up
George
if I
is in
want
the
to.
pits. George in the pits.
If I want to not have my tires wear out as fast as I think they will be.
Copy that.
That will mean that my tires are going to be slippy. Since I'm not going to have as much grip as if I had 50% differential. But like I said, it will mean that my tires are not going to get worn out as fast. where my tires at right now. They are just cracking into the double digits. And that's the thing, just cracking into the double digits on lap 6. Go figure that one out. So I think that if I keep it on 60, I could make these bastards last. If I stay on 60. And then hopefully being number 1 by the time that the turnover hits.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
That would be the best case scenario right now. Is that by the time the changeover happens, I am first place. Still on these original tires. Of course, there is always that problem of potential spin out. I got Lance Stroll behind me, still on soft tires. He has not pit yet. Oh shit, should be pitting this lap though. Wow, I escaped that. I escaped certain death right there.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Yeah, well, your window is wrong there, Jeff. Pierre Gasly, fastest lap. Go figure. Someone go figure that one out, because I have no idea. Hey, currently sitting in 6th. Not doing too terribly bad after 7.5 laps. Getting better around that hairpin. I know, Kempy, I'm trying to bring it home for you guys. Yeah, Hamilton's just way too far gone. Hamilton's not even racing in the same race anymore. Hamilton is driving an LMP1 while everyone else is driving the F1 cars. Oh no, the realism's on point for Enzo, absolutely.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Spaceship, rocket ship, it's the same thing. What's going on, Crazy Train? So I said, spaceship, rocket ship, it's the same thing. It's propelled by a lot quicker substance than whatever these cars are. A lot quicker than ethanol.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
I am not pitting this lap. Waiting for Path of Exile League. I didn't know there was an esports for Path of Exile. New Mandalorian episode, dude's saying. Hey, we actually know the child's name. Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about. I thought that you made mention to an E-League. Oh, shit. And, god damn it. I was reading chat. I blame you, chat, for that one. I was reading chat and completely forgot where I was on the track. Alright, so that's flashback number 2. I've got one free flashback left. And shit, we still have 20 laps left to go. As a reminder, I am not going to be pitting until the call for inters. Okay, don't ask why that wasn't half over and I didn't get a warning. Because I was fully expecting a warning there. Alright, I've got the tire set. Oh, I see rain. I just saw rain hitting my visor. Yep, there it is. We are officially wet.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Oh, you're gonna call me in now? Shit!
Understood, copy that.
No! They're calling me in now. It got so wet so quick, they're calling me in now. It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Amen. Oh yeah, it is too wet out here now. It is way too wet out here. Oh shit. All right. Well, we made the mediums last. I will say that we made the mediums last.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline.
And now everybody's going to be coming into pit. So that means that we're going to be coming out 6th.
Go. Exit now. We're racing on the exit.
We're coming out
Go
6th.
now. George is coming in for his stop.
Except somebody came in.
One stop left in this strategy.
Somebody came in, or did not come in, excuse me. And now we got to race the last 20 laps of this in the wet. Wonderful. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be heavy-ass rain. Yeah, just turn them into slicks. It's the new Interslicks. It's Pirelli's new tire model, the Interslicks. Oh, Albon's on the mediums in front of me. You shithead!
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
I don't know why Albon stayed out. I really don't know why. Monza Karma? Yeah, I guess so. And I've got Ferrari behind me. Leclerc is behind me. I wonder if I can make these tires go the entire rest of the way. I wonder if that is possible. I was gonna say, like lap 21, I'll see if I can make these tires go the rest of the way. I'll check their wear. Alright, just saying, I may be heading up the Truly train. I may be the conductor of the Truly train. Just slow, deliberate movements. Slow, deliberate movements will get me everywhere. Oh, too fast. Yeah, as it stands right now, I'm not catching up to the AI. There's no way I'm catching up to the AI. Because I cannot navigate this track as well as they can in the wet. on, make that turn. Like, all of these late turns, the late turns on this track that are more than 90 degrees, oh, they're even worse in the wet. They are just god-awful in the wet. Oh, I thought I was doing so well up to that point. Thought I was keeping it together well up to that point. And then, of course, I go slidey McShithead over here.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Well, I'm glad you are, because there isn't any other tire that you could go to. It's not wet enough to get onto the super wet. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn fucking slippy ass wet. Slippy ass wet weather. Thanks for hitting me, Charles. Charles had enough of my shit, apparently. And he moved me out of the way. This is obviously the scenario that I do not want to have. Okay, well, we came in on lap 11. So this is 5 laps worth of data right here. Little less than 10% after 5 laps. Actually, technically 4 laps. No, it would be 5 laps. Still 15 laps left to go. So yeah, technically I could finish out the race on this set of tires. I can nurse these tires and not have to pit the rest of the way. But of course, with the leaders, I don't know how far ahead of me, at least 11 seconds. My goal is to just finish the race at this point in time. I've got no more flashbacks left. But yeah, legit, I am not going to pit the rest of the way. Shit!
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, copy that. What happened? Let me know you're okay.
We got to take the DNF. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Ricardo? I was coming into the pits. Why would you go to the inside? And he straight up killed me. He straight up killed me. So yeah, we gotta take the DNF here. We gotta take the DNF. It's in my rules. I used up all 3 of my flashbacks. So whatever happens, happens. That's technically a DNF right there. So we're gonna have to pause and retire from session.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
God damn it. Thanks, Ricardo. You're such a pal.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud.
Oh well.
Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to...
Is it Lewis Hamilton winning? Yeah, of course it was Lewis Hamilton winning.
We can now see the drivers making their way
Hamilton,
to the
Bottas, and Carlos Sainz is your podium.
Spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Crap. That was garbage. There's a whole load of garbage. All thanks to... I got shunted by Leclerc because he had enough of my shit. He had enough of sitting behind me.
Let's see how the
And then as I was trying to pit, because I made a stupid move and went wide and hit the wall, as I was trying to pit to fix my wing, Ricardo says, enough of this shit, and decides to just zoom past me like an idiot. So, yep, I am DNFing. This is my second DNF this season.
The gap between our championship.
Anybody else DNF? Nobody else DNF. But yeah, this is the second DNF that I've had this season, technically.
Leader and the rest of the standings.
How did Monza end? Finished in 3rd. But anyway, Hamilton, Bottas, and Sainz is your podium. Kvyat, Leclerc, Perez, Ricardo, Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, and Pierre Gasly round out your points. Sebastian Vettel also fastest lap. But yeah, we DNF'd here, Keegan, because, oh, well, I used up all my flashbacks early, and then it started to rain, and then I hit the wall. And as I was coming into pit, Daniel Ricciardo went full yeet on my front left. I was going into the pits. I was slowly merging in, and then Ricciardo went around to the left side, trying effectively to block me from getting into the pits, and crushed my front suspension. Like a fucking idiot he was. Like a fucking idiot.
Just on the driver of the day.
I was coming out of that final turn, or second to last turn, and I was starting to merge to the left-hand side to get into the pits, and Ricciardo said, nope, comes around my left-hand side and just plows into it. Like a goddamn idiot. I hate it. I hate everything. I didn't want a DNF, man. But yeah, I thought I was on this whole entire race was bullshit because I originally thought I was on the hard tires to start. Turns out I wasn't, and then I had to use fucking 2 of them early. I had to use 2 of my fast repairs or flashbacks in like the first 5 laps. Yeah, it was bad. Singapore was bad.